Hey, what's up YouTube? Olsen Bro here again with another review. Today we're taking a look at the Osnap phone grip that doesn't suck. Or does it? So, as most of you know, I love my Loopy case. I've rocked this Loopy case for a long time, for a couple different phones now, and I use it all the time. I got so used to having that grip all the time that I hate using a phone without that loop. So I was pretty excited when I saw the Osnap infomercial pop up on Facebook. If you're not familiar with it, it's an add-on to your phone or case that sticks on the phone or case, and then it's really thin and really flat, and then when you press this middle button, it pops up kind of like those slap bracelets. But not only does it do that, there's a little tiny hook. I don't know if you can see that, if it'll focus on that. I'll try to do an up-close picture of that later. But if you loop it right in the hole, now you got yourself a loop. But this loop also twists all the way around. So a very cool idea. I was excited to get my hands on one. And I'm grateful that they actually sent me out two. So I have it installed on my phone. Here's the thing though, I didn't want to install it on my bare phone because I didn't know how I was gonna like it. So I had to go buy a case. So I bought this Incipio case. It was only like $8 on Amazon. And that's what I have it mounted to. And I'll show you how I did that here. You'll see in the background some footage of that unboxing and of how I put it together. So a couple things about this I don't know, product that I like. So a couple cool things. It is slim. It is pretty nice. The one thing that I actually really noticed a big difference, and it had nothing to do with Osnap, but it did have to do with this case, is the Loopy case is way lighter. It's super light. So when I put on this other case, it's just weighed down my phone big time. Even though it's not a huge big old case, it's just heavy compared to that Loopy case. I think in the beginning with the Loopy case, I was kind of worried about protection, but because I have that loop, I never dropped this thing. So knock on wood, it's held up well. This one though, I've been using it for a few days because I wanted to make sure I gave it an honest chance, and I am liking a lot of things about it. I was concerned at first because the loop on here is not as large as the loop how I set it up on my Loopy. Significantly different, right? Smaller. And so my fat finger doesn't fit in there, and I can't adjust that. So that's as far as I can get my finger in. But I am getting used to it, and it seems to hold it secure. A lot of things I do, a lot of times I'll actually rotate my phone and grab my loop like this. The only thing I have to be careful of is this one will actually slide up and down to give you some more reach. So you can slide it down to reach the bottom of your phone, or you could actually slide it up to reach the top of your phone. If that makes sense. And then when you want to wirelessly charge it, you just actually pull this whole thing out. And now there's nothing blocking it. You can set that down on your wireless charger and it charges no problem. I was kind of worried that would just fall off every once in a while all the way out because it comes off. But it kind of stops itself in both directions. To actually get it off, you have to actually really pull it to get that thing off of there. So far, no problems with that. I can spin this thing around like a Loopy case, and that latch does not come apart. Thank goodness. I worried about that little metal latch not holding this circle. Knock on wood, again, my head, it hasn't happened to me, which is cool. And now this one rotates 360 degrees, so you can turn it sideways if you wanted to watch a video like this. The one thing I really think that this does better than the Loopy case is a kickstand. Because this is firm right here, when I set this down, I'll do a close-up, it holds its place as a kickstand, as opposed to this Loopy case trying to be a kickstand. It does not do a good job. It's not a kickstand. So the kickstand department, I've actually really enjoyed that lately, having that functionality of setting it down. And again, you can turn it even this way to get a different degree, a different angle. So pretty cool. So a lot of cool things about it. and those negative things as far as my finger not fitting in there so well. By the way, this way is useless to me. Trying to hold it like this with that thing open, no way, man. I'm not trusting that to hold onto my phone at all. It's totally gonna drop. You know, it's not, it doesn't, to me it doesn't work unless it's a loop. And so I definitely recommend making that a loop. You'll see if you get one. It doesn't work very well like this. It just will slip right out of your hands, right out of your fingers. I also find myself, when I'm using it throughout, you know, I'm at home a lot these days. I try to just keep it like this and I stick it in my pocket with the loop. Since I'm so used to having quick access to that loop, it kind of stinks having it closed in your pocket, right? And then getting it out of my pocket and not being able to just go my finger right into the loop. I have to press the button, then I have to use two hands because I don't know how to do it one-handed. And now I can rock and roll. As opposed to that Loopy, I just pull it right out of my pocket, my finger slips in it, and it's good to go. And that Loopy loop never really bothers me in my pocket, but I'm a big guy and I wear big clothes, so that doesn't affect me too much as far as it sticking out or popping out. One cool feature about this one is that it is magnetic. So this whole thing is magnetic. Which you would think that it would be way stronger. Like I can put it on my fridge and when the whole thing is on contact with the fridge, it'll hold. But if I put it on my microwave, it doesn't hold. If I put it on certain things that are metal, because this case probably is so heavy, it just seems to slowly start to slide down. So I wish it was stronger. I don't know how well it would be as a, I don't have any more magnetic holders in my vehicles because I went to that Loopy case and obviously I couldn't do anything magnetic anymore. So I'm not exactly sure how strong that holds in a car. They do give you these plates, these metal plates. They give you one for each one and it has a sticky back on it. On here, it holds solid. I can hold on to this piece of metal. Whoa, maybe I spoke too soon. I think if you line it up correctly, but you know what, there is still a little give. It seems to hold. Again, I don't know if the weight of your case, I'm assuming the weight of your case will make a difference as far as how much that weight the magnet can hold on there. And the bigger the case, the more leery I would be with trusting the magnet sticking and holding. And then it says you can also use this in your air vent in your car to hold the phone. I found if I did it vertical, it would stay. I wasn't super secure. I wasn't super positive about it staying there the whole ride, but it stayed. This way I couldn't do it. If I tried to turn it and hold the weight of it, you know, horizontally, it wasn't going to hold. It would want to fall to the heavier side because it's not in the center. And it just doesn't seem very secure using it that way. That may vary on the vehicle that you use, and as far as the air vents and how they're designed, it may work better for you. For my vehicles, not so good. So overall, I'm actually, if I didn't have a Loopy, I would use this thing all the time. In fact, I'm still going to use this for a while and just keep trying it out because of some of those benefits like the kickstand, and I kind of want to see how long it's going to last. The Loopy, this thing, I've had a couple of these loops eventually break on me. They start to wear right there where right where it goes through the case, and eventually it starts to break apart. And of course, Loopy sends you out a new one for free, and I've never had it happen while I'm using it, like break, but I start to see it fray. And one time it broke. I mean, I didn't drop the phone. The other time I just saw it fraying so bad, I reached out to them and they sent me new ones each time. So I don't know how long this thing will hold up. I've only seen positive reviews so far. I just saw this week that they have a Kickstarter campaign for another version, and it actually looks pretty cool. It's just popped up on their website. They had this Kickstarter with this new version, and this has some promise on it. It actually, this middle rectangle part pulls out and it lets you slide your finger underneath it, which is pretty cool, like this, oops, like that picture right there. And so there may be some new benefits of this new design that this one doesn't have. So I'm excited to check that one out when it becomes available, and hopefully I'll get to do a review on that one as well. All right, so overall, I'd say it doesn't suck. It's pretty good. So far, so good. Again, I have to get used to this heavy case. If you didn't have this heavy case, I think I would like it even more if it was just on the bare iPhone, because then it would be light. For some reason, this case just makes it so much heavier. This thing is so light. This Loopy case is so light that this one, even though it has added protection, it just weighs down, and then when I'm using the loop, you really feel that added weight. But I'll put a link in the description where you can buy one yourself. They're on sale right now. I think they're like 20 bucks. And then you can always buy more of those plates and put these throughout your house or wherever you want if you want to have it hold as a magnet or magnetic on the wall right there. In your shower, I heard guys putting these in their shower and they can just put their phone in there and watch TV while they're showering. I don't know how long you guys shower, but that's crazy. That's crazy talk. Anyway, any comments, questions, put it in the comments section. Thanks so much for checking this out. Appreciate you. Have a good week. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing and please like and share. See ya.